NASA's International Space Station is one of the most impressive structures we put in space. The cameras that are attached to the ISS are constantly streaming, allowing anyone to view the incredible sights that it beams back to us. The International Space Station has 4 high-definition cameras, and on NASA's websites there's live cameras that allow you to watch what's going on above our planet. Interestingly though, during some of these viewers have noticed some odd things. The most recent discovery is that of a strange-looking object that was picked up by one of the cameras. As with most of these types of images, they usually end up on social media. The user who posted this one said they captured the photograph earlier today. They said the following: "I'm not sure if anyone else was watching the space cameras earlier today, but if they were, did they see this thing? I saw it come into view for around 10 seconds, and then fly out of frame. The ISS travels fast, so I wasn't able to observe it for long. I quickly saw it and so took a screenshot. I'm not saying that it's anything of interest, but I thought I'd post it and see if anyone saw the same thing." End quote. Before I carry on, NASA have said the space above our planet is littered with debris, and that sometimes when the International Space Station passes above us, these pieces of debris get picked up on. It doesn't mean it explains everything picked up by the ISS, but it's something to keep in mind. As pointed out by those who saw the image, this doesn't look like a typical piece of space debris. Some users even went on to say that this object looks like the mysterious Oumuamua, a strange space object that was detected flying through our solar system back in 2017. Interestingly, this isn't the first time that an object this shape has been seen close to the International Space Station. Others who often watch the live feeds have said they've seen similar looking objects, and say that they never seem to stick around for too long. Skeptics have suggested that these objects could be things like old rocket boosters, or other things of similar shape, and although this is a good suggestion, as some have pointed out, these types of objects don't seem to act like pieces of debris, with some noticing that they can turn and move in the opposite direction to other pieces of debris. Another person said the following: "I sometimes go on and watch the International Space Station, and you do sometimes see things flicker by. One of the things I've noticed is that you can very quickly tell the difference between a piece of space debris and one of these objects. That's not to say that these objects are proof of aliens, but I do find it funny when debris is put forward as the leading theory as to what these objects are. That's definitely not what people are seeing here. These objects are able to move very quickly, flying down towards Earth and in some cases shooting off into the cosmos. I'm not here to convince people, but I think we should stop labeling these as debris." End quote. As of right now, what these objects are and how they're able to do what they do is still heavily debated. It seems that the International Space Station is no stranger to odd events. Perhaps one of the most chilling was that of the water build-up incident. Described as one of the most unexplainable circumstances is that of the water build-up incident that happened during a routine spacewalk on the International Space Station. Back in July 2013, American astronaut Chris Cassidy and Italian astronaut Luca Parmitano were performing a 6-hour and 50-minute planned spacewalk, when suddenly Parmitano told the astronauts and other space agencies that it felt as if the back of his head had just suddenly become wet. Understanding the dangers of water buildup on the inside of a suit during a spacewalk, Parmitano quickly tried to address and solve the issue in the hopes of the event not compromising the spacewalk that the team had just started an hour prior. Luca believed that his drink bag had possibly sprung a leak and was the main cause of the water buildup, and so quickly responded by removing and getting rid of his drink to solve the issue. Oddly enough, it appeared that water continued to build up inside the suit. The dangers with water in space is that, unlike on Earth, the surface tension of the water causes the compound to build up on the side of the surfaces, and could potentially cover the entire face of the person, preventing them from breathing. The flight director, David Korff, immediately began to worry, after Parmitano claimed the water buildup had suddenly begun covering his ears, making it next to impossible to hear over the helmet's intercom systems. This led to the astronaut being told to find his way back to the airlock door, and to enter and stay inside the International Space Station until the cause of the leak could be better understood. This proved to be a problem as the water began covering the eyes of the astronaut. He also had no tether to find his way back to the airlock, so he was essentially blind. Luckily, the astronauts are already trained in such incidents, and are well aware of the ledges and ladders to grab onto. Further investigation into what could have potentially caused the build-up failed to bring up any real answers. The drink bag turned out to not be the cause, and engineers failed to find any evidence of any of the cooling systems malfunctioning. A few causes were suggested, but it just highlights how unpredictable these spacewalks can be. So what do you make of this interesting photograph? What do you think these things are? And have any of you seen anything similar? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.